So back out here again with the Honda Rubicon, and we're going to attempt to try to make the least expensive repair that we can possibly make without having to replace calipers. And I don't know if that's possible because that seal actually looks worn through. I do believe we can make it cheap though, make it work. So my guess is because everything got locked up inside here, specifically your adjusters. These adjusters, I'm going to try to sand down a little bit. Honestly, the calipers should be replaced, but it seized and locked the shoe up in there. So if you look here, I'm trying not to get too much grease, you can see how that shoe is completely missing there. I tried to clean, I mean, this was, you can look in the other video, this was pretty filthy. I mean, still kind of filthy. I'm gonna try to wipe it out as best as I can. This is everything that came out of there. So what I'm going to do, if I can find it, and this, thankfully I have off next week, and go ahead and actually focus on a little while. Do as I say and not as I do, and I don't want to do that because if it does grab you and get you in the fingers, make a nice angry guy out of you or gal. But that's one. I'll shine the other one up here. The other one looks a little bit better than that one. This one was on top, this one was on bottom. It's all pitted. Really, that's probably a $300 job there for parts and labor. And hardest part is keeping the water out of that. You can even see the difference in these. These screws are supposed to actually move inside here. I'm going to try to break those free too, freely, and then these adjust with your brakes as they wear down. And of course I don't know where the MFS is. Let's try this. Hopefully we can do this without breaking it. Negative. Yeah, we're just gonna break that off, I'm sure. So we'll let these two guys soak, I guess, overnight, or maybe get some heat on them. Haven't decided yet what we're gonna do. but they definitely should turn a lot easier than that. I'll start the fireworks here in a minute too. Kind of don't want to grab it on the bottom, but I think maybe. So I ended up going out there and grabbing my vice grips here, channel locks or vice grips. I call them vice grips. They're not channel locks. Channel locks are different. Numb nuts. Hopefully I can get this. What I did was I actually pinched the adjusting teeth in there. Come on, seriously. God, what a mess. And I mean, it's pretty stupid that manufacturers do this, but so they keep busy, keep people. Fingers just don't operate like they used to. You know what? That was pretty rusty. That's how crap gets caught. Hard to make up my mind. There's a loose one hanging back there. Look at them. A couple of them. Just works for me. I always forget these are reverse threads. So I put the marine grease in there and hope that that helps to alleviate some of that. You can kind of see the difference between a side that doesn't have a bad seal and the side that does. This side, I mean, it's still dirty in there, but you know, it's those adjusters look like they'll play the brakes. This side actually might have been done recently. I don't know. Didn't ask. Don't care. Try to get it done. I use the marine grease. Lucas. My favorites. So, and the pistons move. I gotta wrap the boot around the bottom of that again. Pistons move. Let's see if we can break number 2 free. So grabbing it at the adjusting teeth. Try to grab it in the best possible spot that you can. You don't want to over tighten it. I mean, you can kind of see you're going to mushroom this out, but at this point, something's better than nothing. And if this unit didn't leak so bad, I probably just recommend to do the whole brake job, but this unit leaks pretty good. Geez, I lose stuff even when it's hanging out in my hands. Alright. Alright. Buried it already under my slack. And I wouldn't, you know, when you put these together, I would recommend doing it on this side so you don't push the, yeah, this one's gonna need a little bit more mustering. I might even have to try to get some heat on this one. Oh, just muscled it a little bit. This one, if my torch wasn't broken, everything's just busted anymore. Broken life. Could be worse. Definitely could be worse. I mean, we could just have one more idiot for president. You know, who wants to give out money to everybody? The other guy didn't want to give enough money. So we managed not to go ahead and booger that up too bad. We'll take our good news is, I think this weekend I'll get out to an Amish mud sale. Add some grease to this one too. Probably could have just dipped it in there. Reverse threads. So it's lefty tighty, righty loosey. Do some goop on the outside. Probably should. You know what? I think I got a little never sees too. That probably would have been better off, huh? Look at that. I put grease on it and brain starts to click together and stuff. You know, I should probably store this stuff upside down and in a refrigerator. Let's do some never sees. We'll make a mess out of this. Get it everywhere. Take it over the brakes. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey, but this one's just the opposite. Gotta do the boat yet this year. Gotta look at those trailers, trailer tires and brakes, and what I gotta do. The Ford Exploders. Got some problems. Damn it. God, I was just sitting there telling myself, lefty loosey, right? Righty tighty. No, you want to go the other way, asshole. God. I think I'm probably just better off. Righty tighty. It is not the same way, Ryan. It is a different way on these. You know, this is how you get this stuff all over your school clothing. Force a habit. Then we'll try to fish out whatever crap we might need out of that container. Oh, there's one, and there's the other one. All right. See, these actually have little rubber boots on the back of them, and if the seal wasn't bad inside the hub, I'm guessing it's. This seal doesn't look terrible. I'll put a little more lube on that, but it doesn't look terrible. This seal, though, this seal looks a little sketchy. Definitely got enough crud in it. Good God. Let's have a brake shoe. Here's another half a brake shoe. Don't want to use anything sharp in there, that's for sure. Yep. Oh, maybe that seal might be getting a little bit. What's that inner bearing? There's a bearing there. The bearing's definitely got some water in it. This thing doesn't come apart anymore, I don't think. I have to get another grease gun. Find my other grease gun. Well, got half the project completed. I think I'm done for tonight. Gonna go eat din din. So I'll put these caps on either later tonight or tomorrow. I might come back out and mess with it yet tonight, but it's getting near bedtime, so said maybe yeah. At least the pucks move, or the pistons. No. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered, huh? Because either way, that's kind of in the way. One of these. This one here probably won't be as easy. Because you're gonna be a little tricky, sneaky. Baba black sheep, have you any wool? So I was saying, to this gentleman, he's asking me if I thought it was worth it to spend a lot of money in it. And, my value and worth is going to be different than someone else's value and worth. If this was my own unit and I was going, I had this and I didn't have a whole lot of money into it to begin with, I would go over everything, because these tie rod ends, I mean, if you look at the tires are beat, and this is locked on 4-wheel drive all the time. So, I mean, it's a hard spot. This bushing doesn't feel too bad, but be nice. I would have tapped this for a fitting, grease fitting. I call them Zert fitting, because that's a technical name for them. But this tie rod's beat all the way around. The other components here don't look terrible. Suspension, I mean, those bushings aren't terrible. I'm sure that they've seen better days, but I would take the time and I would go over everything. But I would put so many hours into it, it just wouldn't be worth it for somebody in most cases that, Even when we take it to a garage, $70 an hour or whatever, $80 an hour, and then you gotta pay for parts on top of it. Adds up quick. Unfortunately, they aren't cheap to fix all the time, so and it's unfortunate with this one, it has quite a oil leak. So even, I tried to show this last time, I maybe you can see it now. I thought I had a cleaner rag out here, but try to do it right or don't do it at all. So you may not be able to see it very well, but the oil is actually right in here. Oil should be right in here. This is an oil tank, has a sump, oil pump at the bottom. But yeah, the oil's right there. When it came in, the oil was down in here. So at least it's sunny out and it's not raining. Still having an issue with the front brakes. This cylinder over here, and I'll have video to load that shows you how seized up that piston, the caliper, or I should say the wheel cylinders is what they're called. The wheel cylinders were on this side. I tried to clean them up and break them free. I did break them free. Unfortunately, still wasn't able to get the desired performance out of this brake lever. This is actually the new one. I'm gonna be putting the old one back on. I use a hand pump to bleed out the brakes, and start with the side furthest away, and then move over here and try to get a good vacuum on that and pump the fluid through it. But just could not get the desired performance. This side looks like the piston doesn't stick up right. It's not coming up out of the wheel cylinder correctly. This choke cable, I mean, it is spring loaded back underneath the vehicle. Unfortunately, it kind of looks like it doesn't look like a very well made. I don't know if it's an OEM cable or not, but the the downside is that you'll just have to hold it out to start it. I know it's an inconvenience, but probably 20 bucks or 30 bucks for a cable, and they're not that hard to replace, but Yeah, what's up, lady?
Nothing. I gotta head into town.
Head into town? You're not going with me?
Where are you going?
Mom's.
For the night?
I don't know. What time are you gonna be back here?
What? Like 2 hours?
Did you have enough sleep?
Yeah. I'll go back to bed around 2.
Well, try to get back before 2 hours.
What?
Try to get back before 2 hours.
Okay, I won't go grocery shopping. I'll just go.
Hey, don't go grocery shopping. We can go grocery shopping later tonight.
Okay.
Or when, I mean, Daniel's not back till what, Wednesday? We don't have to go grocery shopping at all. And throw a piece of cardboard under this just to see how much it's actually leaking. And I think what I'll do is I'll leave it sit overnight. Hope the wind doesn't blow up too much. Not that my driveway isn't already a hot mess. So we put a clean piece of cardboard under there. I'm gonna let it sit like this overnight. Gonna pull the key out of it. I have cameras as well, so we'll see what happens.